Can you tell me a little bit about GameDesk?
Sure. At GameDesk, we make serious learning fun. We do that in a variety of ways. We build video games, and we have designed our own school based on play and making. We're launching learning centers throughout the United States, all focusing on how to take curriculum and make it more engaging, more fun, more meaningful. And we're also launching a large aggregation site with AT&T called Rethink, which is actually soft launch. Pre-beta is launching today. And so we're already identifying some teachers here who are going to be part of that opening group. And then the full launch is going to be in early May. And it's going to be the one-stop shop for finding the coolest stuff in education.
Tell me a little about the timeline that it took to create this company.
So originally GameDesk started out of a research group out of USC. So I was faculty there, and some other folks, we just decided to take a lot of what we had learned and make longer, deeper impact in the education space. And out of that came GameDesk, and we became a 501c3. Then we were seeded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to kind of get going and get rolling. And basically everything that we've built or designed has been a response to some kind of need. So we focus on hard to understand science topics. We traditionally focus on things that are at 6th to 12th grade level, point where things start getting a little bit abstract and hard to get your head around, and where people start tuning out if they aren't able to grasp the content. So we try to help people grasp it in a fun way.
Can you describe one of the games for me?
Absolutely. So we just are about to launch a game called Arrow. We designed it with Bill Nye the Science Guy. It's all about learning fundamental principles in physics and aerodynamics, and what better way to learn than to fly? So in this game, you outstretch your arms and you become a bird. It's an accurate simulation of bird flight, and through that you get to understand the vectors, gravity, lift, drag, thrust. These concepts are not normally taught at the 6th grade level, but a game can allow these concepts to be visualized, experienced, and you're able to digest these ideas in a much more digestible fashion.
Were you the guinea pig to learn how to fly for that one?
Always the guinea pig for the games.
How is GameDesk different from other companies similar?
Well, I'd say that there aren't too many folks out there focusing on the 6th, 12th grade content. We've spent a lot of time trying to build a very particular pipeline. Also, we kind of say we're the Pixar of education in that we focus on really beautiful worlds, very high-end production value. It's the type of thing that you don't normally equate to a lot of the education titles. So they're a little bit more involved. We take a while on these games, try to really figure them out, and we try to put out individual quality products. But at the same time, we've become a huge aggregator. So we kind of focus on our personal projects as things that we really want to focus on and build out over time, but then aggregate everything else that's out there and also build curriculum around it so it's more useful for the teacher or the parent.
Speaking of teachers, who was your favorite teacher and why?
My favorite teacher of all time was the teacher I despised the most in high school, who basically told me he was going to give me an F in chemistry and there was no way out of it unless I did something extraordinary. It basically put me in a position to have to get out of the situation by my own wits. And I and a couple of others that were also tagged as F failing, we dug in the back of a Scientific American and found how to build a carbon-based laser, and basically follow the instructions. But what that taught me, well, I got the A, but what that taught me is that what he did is he put me in a position to have to grapple with something, and he put me in a position to have to really use science and build something that connects meaning to the type of principles I was learning. And I never forgot that. I don't think that was his intended outcome, but I never forgot that experience, and I've carried that with me. And I also realized that it's all about the vehicle. There are many things in my life that I thought I didn't like, or I thought I wasn't into, or I wasn't smart enough, but you have certain experiences, and then you are opened up, and then you realize it was just the way in which that information was communicated to you. So I think that's like that for everybody. I think everybody has the potential to fall in love with science later in life, or fall in love with something else that they thought they didn't like at any point in their life. And I think we just need to create the right vehicles for it.
Very good. Thank you very much.